number 9.
The original.
He's the original number 9. You are not the original number 9, Tunde.
No. I was before. How old are you, Andy? If you don't mind me asking.
With me, just turned 48.
All right, you're the original.
Lions in the camp.
Oh, no, wait, give it.
Lions in the camp. Lions in the camp.
Yes, Andy Cole is the original Lions in the camp. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Real good.
It's an honor and a pleasure to speak to the one and only. There's only one, Andy Cole, Man United. That's what I remember. I don't remember Nottingham. I don't even remember Newcastle. But let me just tell you a story. Our producer, the man behind the cam, he's just told us that the reason he supported Newcastle was because of Andy Cole.
Yes.
You hear the yes in the background, Andy?
Legend.
Legend. Man, tell you a legend.
Yeah, Gary said he cried in 95 when you left to go to Man U.
Yeah,
he said he cried. He literally cried.
Literally.
Yeah,
That's the impact you're having on certain man. I want you to know this because it's like they don't want to big up the man them.
Yeah, they don't, because remember, Andy Cole won the treble. That is
treble.
The treble, you know.
And listen, I'm telling you, the way you used to move on the field, it was like I was in a dance. The celebrate, bro. Now you was a serious player. I'm not even lying. But yeah, tell us a little bit about your love for the sport of boxing, and if there's any fights you've ever been, or who.
Andy's a boxing man.
I know, 100%.
I've always loved my boxing. With fair.
Yes.
My brother-in-law used to box still. He didn't make it pro level or anything like that. So I've always been interested since then.
Yes.
I mean, so boxing for me is like, when I'm younger, I'm watching Mike Tyson or them, man.
Wait, Andy, did you have the Mike Tyson haircut? Did you have the parting in the head? Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Bro, I keep telling every man at this party. You used to go into the barber shop and say, yeah, give me the Mike Tyson.
you know that straight, boy. So so to be fair, watching him, one of my brothers used to have a bar then in the garden called The Spot.
Yes.
Yeah, so anytime the big fights were on, I used to come down from Manchester and go and watch the fight and have a night out and that. So I've always loved it. Before that, when I was at Arsenal, when I was a kid.
Yes.
Obviously, Michael Watson.
Yes.
I mean, he used to come into the Arsenal. And, so I've always enjoyed boxing from when I was young still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember Michael Watson when he boxed at Tottenham versus Chris Eubank.
Oh yeah, he come with the
for the WBO super middleweight title with a vacant crown then as well, right?
Yes.
And he come in Arsenal. He had Arsenal shorts on, and Eubank had Tottenham shorts on.
Yes.
That was a big fight. Was that September 1991? Yeah, I mean it was sad of the fight of what happened to the end of what happened to Michael Watson, but if that didn't happen, we'd still be talking about that fight now for how good a fight. That fight was an excellent fight, Remember, round 11, he dropped Eubank. He was just bullying Eubank. Remember, after the fight, Eubank said, "Yes, I want him tested. The man is just too strong. He's just too." Listen,
that's Spencer giving us his Spencer's original. What do they call him? Impressionist. He could do everyone. Lloyd Hannigan, the whole lot. But moving on to your career, I remember when you was at Man U and then you were sold for. Listen, if you was cutting these peas in 1995...
It's 17 bag a week them times,
What you say that again?
It's 17 bag a week.
Bro,
that's big money,
Listen, reportedly, Andy, you don't have to deny or confirm because the tax man listens to this show. It was £7 million.
Yeah.
Pounds.
Yeah, I know. Who was your agent? Paul Stretford, innit?
Yeah, Paul Stretford was my agent at the time, yeah.
I know you got robbed.
Oh my goodness. So you see this is a show full of jokes, full of love. But again, moving forward, I know you're long time married to your wife Shirley. I know you've got a son. Who's
he was married.
Oh, you was married. Sorry. Hands up, Tunde. sorry for the misinformation, but you was married. But I know you have a son. More important, we're talking about the son.
He plays ball.
And he plays ball.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about
Yeah,
that and
yeah,
how
he
it
does.
feels as a father, to watch your, son following your footsteps.
It's different. I ain't gonna lie, it's different because all I want for my son is the best for him naturally.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, to watch him, I mean, I can't. I'm playing with him.
Yes.
You understand
yes.
me?
Are you one of them, the mothers? I'll say you can't even say dad. They're one of the mothers on the touchline screaming in touch because my boy also is at Crystal Palace. Joshua Ajayi, second-year scholar.
My little nephew.
And I don't get involved. I try to be calm and composed. I just stay on the corner flag and I just watch him and support him. And I feel, as you say, I'm there playing with him. But I mean, I was never a professional footballer, so it's interesting to me to hear how you feel when he's playing, and what sort of encouragement do you give him?
But the only encouragement I give him is to enjoy it. Because I know how difficult it is. I think nowadays because there's so many kids who want to do. There's so many kids coming in from abroad as well, so it makes it a lot tougher.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I just tend to enjoy it as much as possible because I know how tough football is. I think a lot of people see the glitz and glamour of the Premier League, but lower down, it's a lot tougher than that. It's a lot tougher. Okay. So it's not everyone making big money.
That's right. That's right. And it's the same in boxing. I think, people see these young kids turning professional and, friends on the outside, they think you're rich.
It's true.
But they don't realize, the reward at the top level is great, but at the lower level, it's hard work.
Yeah. That's right.
And finally, I want to know a bit about how it feels, because I understand that you're now coaching. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah.
With I'll give you a joke. I went for trials at Tottenham, yeah?
Yeah.
And the one thing I can remember about the trial is a black youth with a jerry curl. And you know who that was? Andy?
Who was it?
Come on, man. That was Soul. Soul Campbell. It was Soul.
I'm gonna have a look about that now,
Yeah, bro. He used to have a wet look, bro.
He used to have a wet look. That's what I remember. Unless it weren't Soul. But that's what I remember. It was Soul.
Soul Campbell's bald now, isn't it?
Quiet, bro.
Yeah, he's bald now, isn't it? He's bald now.
Yeah,
I warned him about that peroxide.
Soul Campbell, and I remember everyone was making noise about Soul Campbell. You understand? Because obviously I was a footballer. I never wanted to be a footballer. Everyone thought I was going to be a footballer. And again, that's one of the reasons why I feel, an individual's got to want it. And yourself, you used to move with my boys.
Yeah, 100.
We're showing them what's going on. Because, listen, this is, I'm telling you, man, when I look back and I see the guys that made it, guys like yourself, because you used to hang around, you used to move with like Richmond and Edwin. And I remember there was always talking, obviously I was like a year or two older than them, but they was always talking about Andy Cole and how focused and dedicated he was. So it's like I told these kids, if you want it, that's it. You got to go and get it.
All I'm saying is 1996, Country's mum used to have a shop called Auntie J's on Cole Harbour Lane in Brixton, opposite Twins Barbershop, right? And Andy Cole used to go to Twins to get his hair cut. He used to have a white BM with this cream leather inside, a black roof, convertible. And Andy Cole used to come there. It was like a big thing. Like Andy Cole was going down, and enough man was looking to rob Andy Cole.
Listen,
Listen, let's just sensible. I was always in there.
Nah, Andy was getting enough love from the hood, because he would come down the hood and show the youth love.
Yeah, but again, this is what it's about. I feel, I mean, what was your motivation, really? When you first set out on your journey, what was the motivation?
My journey, my motivation was I always want to do my parents proud, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because ultimately I know how tough it was for them when they first come to England. So my motivation was if I can do them proud, I'm more than happy. Yes, I'll be honest, I never thought I'd ever achieve what I've achieved.
That's very interesting.
You don't know what you're gonna achieve. So when I look back now and obviously the love that I get of everybody, it's surreal.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to you, it's just a real thing.
Mm.
You know, that people have watched my career for so many years, and now I'm in front of them, having a conversation with them. They're showing nothing but love. I mean, for me personally, as a black man, it's a great honour.
Yeah, what would you say was your proudest moment
Hold
as
on.
a professional footballer?
Wait there.
Yeah, you know. We have to bow humbly to that
Gotta give you the round of applause for that one, Andy.
Yeah, what would you say your proudest moment when you've been on the field?
On the field, it's got to be 99 completing the treble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
like,
it.
When you go out watching football, want to play football, you know, you always dream about playing in the European Cup final, winning the FA Cup, and obviously winning the league as well. But to do it all in one season, like, that's what dreams are made out of. You know, when we was all growing up, obviously you mentioned Ed and all them boys, and Richmond and that. You know, that's what we want to do. We want to play football because we want to win things, but we want to enjoy it as well. You know, but not everyone gets to the level that I got to.
That's right.
Well, you know, so you got to believe you can do it.
100%. And I think that's a great way to end our conversation.
100%.
You've got to believe you can do it. And that's why I told them every day, every morning.
Every second.
Dream it, believe it, become it. You see, Andy Cole, the great, the one and only, the man that broke Gary Blake's heart when he left Newcastle. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have you on The Fight Is Right.
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. God bless you, brother.
Nice one, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to the Stamina for Sale YouTube channel.